Now that storm season has passed and it's a new year, there's a lot to think about before next season when it comes to your home's roofing. RoofServ Charleston is a community-rooted company with deep low-country values and a relationship-first approach. We're joined right now by the president, Pierce Lee, to learn all about how they can help you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. Welcome to the show. All right, tell us all about RoofServ. You guys are a local company. You're veteran-owned. Tell me everything you should know.
Exactly. We are a local and veteran-owned roofing contractor. I'm the president here in Charleston, and in general, we do everything from residential to commercial, roof replacement to new construction. So if it has to do with roofs, we can do it.
Yeah.
What we specialize in, though, and what we really enjoy doing is those residential roof replacements. And so that's anything from shingle to metal, slate, shake, or tile. You know this, but your roof is your home's first line of defense against weather. And here in Charleston, we see a wide variety of weather, whether that's high heat, humidity, salt air, high winds, or hurricanes. There's a bunch of different environmental factors that come into play here that negatively impact those roofs. I was born and raised in Charleston, and this is a community in a city that's very near and dear to my heart. And Charleston's a little bit bigger than it used to be, but it's still a very tight-knit community, and because of that, referrals are our largest source of business. And so we take very seriously that when we put a roof onto someone's house, we're installing a roof onto a neighbor's home, right? And we're serving that community. So if I wouldn't put it on my family's house, I'm not going to put it on yours. And we try to hold ourselves to the three values of service, quality, and integrity. And we hope that our community will hold us to those values as well with each roof we install into the future.
Yeah, I love hearing that, for sure. You mentioned it there, Charleston's environment, pretty unique. And it presents some unique challenges when it comes to our roofs. What are those challenges and how can we mitigate those?
I did mention it briefly, but high heat, humidity, salt air, high winds, and hurricanes are kind of the 5 environmental factors that we see affect roofs the most in our environment or in Charleston. Unfortunately, when you think about most people's perception of the life of a roof, 30 years is generally what they think for a shingle roof, and they're surprised to hear often that what we see on the ground every day is in this environment in Charleston, a shingle roof lasts more closer to 20 years because of all those harsh environmental conditions. So if you think about what those different environmental factors are going to do to a roof, right? So salt air, that can get into the roof and prematurely corrode your metal nails and fasteners that hold the shingles down to the roof and then the roof down to the rest of the house. We like to think of rain as falling straight down, but when you combine that with high wind, it can go sideways and even up sometimes, right? And so if there's any small place for that rain to get into a house, in Charleston it will. Hurricanes, they present a very obvious challenge for us here in Charleston, but we were fortunate in the 2025 season not to get hit by a hurricane. And so now is the time for homeowners, as they're thinking about the 2026 hurricane season, to make sure that they are making sure their roof is in the absolute best shape and condition it can be.
Yeah, okay, you have a 4-step roofing checklist to make sure that our viewers at home are doing what they need to do for this season. What should we know?
So most homeowners never access their roof, right? Either from a safety concern or because they're physically unable to do so. We have special tools that let us get up onto roofs safely, and so we never recommend a homeowner do that themselves. But we've identified 4 steps that any homeowner can take from the ground without even getting on a ladder to make sure their roof is in the best condition it can before next hurricane season. So step 1 is to know when your roof was last replaced. That seems simple, but you'd be surprised how many people we talk to who have no idea when their roof was last replaced. If you can talk to the former homeowners, if you're a renter, talk to the landlord or look at property records. That'll give you an idea of the age of your roof so that you know when to start doing those annual inspections. We generally recommend for a shingle roof, the annual inspections start around year 15, and for metal roofs, that's probably closer to about 30 years. The second step here is to take a walk around your house and visually inspect your roof from the ground. So are there any shingles or metal panels that are bent or missing? Is there anywhere where the roof doesn't look perfectly flush to the rest of the house? Often if rain is entering your house through the roof, it'll start to warp and sag the wood underneath the shingles or the metal. And that's very visually apparent from the ground, which is great, because that's how you're going to know you need to call out that roofer to take a deeper look and see what's going on. The third step here is to take a look at your chimney, specifically the metals around your chimney. That metal is called flashing, and it's there to prevent water from entering your roof where the chimney meets the roof. Does that flashing or that metal look against the house like it should be? Does it look flush? Does it look bent? Does it maybe look like the sealant that holds it onto the chimney is wearing out or getting old? It's one of the highest risk areas we see on any roof. That is the #1 place where water is going to get in if it can. What's nice about that for the viewers is that it's also the least expensive and the quickest fix that we make any given day.
Yeah.
So checking that out is really important to make sure that's in the right condition. Then the fourth and final step is to look at your attic. What are you looking at in your attic? You're looking at the underside of the roof, or the wood, we call that decking, that holds the roof to the rest of the house. That decking, if water is getting into your roof or into your house, is going to show stains, it's going to show rot, it's going to show mold first and foremost. And again, that's a pretty quick and easy fix that's often very inexpensive that a roofer can do, that if you don't catch in time can lead to a much larger bill down the road, which I know no homeowner wants.
Yeah. All right. Well, you heard Pierce. Now is the perfect time to check out those things about your house. Of course, storm season, it's going to be right around the corner very soon. So if you guys want to learn more about RoofServ, you can do so with that website right there on your screen. They're also they're doing so much in the community with Toys for Tots. We have to talk about that another time. We're running out of time. There's so much to talk about. Pierce, thank you so much for all of these really important tips today.
Thank you so much, Emily. It's great to be here.
Of course. We'll be right back, you guys.